This dude's face freaks me out. His mouth is wider than his eyes. How the hell is his mouth 80% of his face? See, if I was sensitive, that comment would have finished me. Like if I was like weak in my feelings and a weak guy, that comment would have had me wrapped up, bro. I would have been in front of the mirror looking at my face like, oh my God, like is my mouth like wider than that? But when I read this comment, it just went skirt, just ricocheted straight off me. If anything, I thought it was quite funny. But what does he mean my mouth is wide? Well, obviously I know what that means, but my mouth isn't wide though. Like it's not wide. Well, I don't think it is. I know my lips are big, I agree with that. And I've got a big mouth. Like if I was to open my mouth as wide as possible, I could fit a watermelon in my mouth. I know that. But like a wide mouth, I've never heard of that before. I don't think I've got a wide mouth. If anything, I think I'm lame, bro. I can't lie. My face doesn't freak me out. Doesn't freak out the gal them either. So yeah. El Sapo 123, get fucked, yeah? let's actually see her cat, because if I could just take a guess, he's a weirdo, yeah. PR breaker, workout too. Not him in the profile picture, as always with haters. Yeah, El Sapo and I, you cooked me still. Joking, man, you didn't cook me, you fucking weirdo. You lot cooked me. Well, so you thought. I've been reading the comments. You lot thought you got onto me, yeah? You thought I'd be hurt. You're not just some silly gooses. That's what you are. And we're going to dissect these comments one by one. And my vid, jeez, my vid climbing up in views. Yeah, nearly 1K views. Which actually raises the question, how am I getting so much corn? Like, I barely get any views. I don't deserve this. It's too much. It's too much for me to handle. I heard about this video before. Great video. Thank you. How nice. It's not that serious, lad. Could say the same with a pre-workout or even a trim. I agree. Indeed you could. It's more about discipline, not so much music. Either way, it doesn't really matter. It's not like a crack addiction or anything. I said, yeah, I agree. It's nowhere near like a crack addiction. See what I mean? I'm using the skills I learned from Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. Someone's trying to get onto me. I just diffuse it so quick. And the way I diffuse it is I agree with them. If you're getting onto someone, but they will turn around and they reply and say, yeah, I agree. What else can you say? You can't. They've just put a full stop to that argument. They've just put a full stop to your point. Matter of fact, they put a full stop to your mouth yapping. That's what they've done. If someone turns around and says, yeah, I agree, it's like, oh, well, I tried to give you shit here. Like, I want to give you some criticism. I want to give you some, you get me? And you're agreeing with me? Like, no, how does that work? It puts people off. So these not trying to give me shit. I agree with them. Puts them off completely. But the thing is, I actually do agree with them. I'm not being disingenuous. Someone doesn't know what the word literally means. Who is that someone? Trolled him back. I can tell music killed your gains. Well, that one hurt. Funny thing enough, what? Well, that made no fucking sense. Music killed my illiteracy as well. Or made me illiterate. Again, that made no sense. Fucking hell. I'm sucking ass here. Funnily enough is what I tried to say. I'm actually fasting right now during Ramadan. So yeah, music is kind of taking a hit on my gains. Sorry, not music, just my gains in general are taking a hit. So this guy had no idea my gains have taken a hit, but he actually hit the nail on the head with that one, because my gains have sort of died off recently a little bit. Not too much, but just a little bit. Cool video, but I disagree with your take. I do not think that it is that serious. For one instance, when you forget them, you won't be able to train as hard. And the whole reason David Goggins says don't listen to music is more for discipline. Also, I could say that when you do get the right song on during set could lift even heavier, right? So a bit of spelling errors, a bit of grammatic errors, but I understand what he's trying to say. I agree with him where he says, I don't think it's that serious for one instance. If you perform suboptimally one time in a long time, that's fine. That's meant to happen. That's normal. But like I said in the video, and if I didn't say this in the video, then I'm saying it here now, if you've performed suboptimally time after time after time after time, many sessions in a row, then there's a problem. And or, another take on this is, if you perform suboptimally every single time you don't have music. So let's say you forget your headphones once a week. If every single time on that once a week day you perform suboptimally, then there's where the problem lies, in my opinion. But like I said, I'm not music here, like, especially how I'm making this follow-up video, like you lot would think I'm against music, like I'm some monk. I'm not. I'm one of the guys too, I listen to bangers, obviously. I just thought I'd share my personal experience. Which brings me on to another comment, right? Listen to this. Where is it? This guy said, that would just be a personal problem. Indeed it would. I agree. That would be a personal problem. And let's just remember, this is my channel and I'm making these videos. And as a result, I'm speaking about my experiences. And I even clarified this in the video. I said this is a problem that I had, and I'm speaking from my experience. So indeed, it would just be a personal problem, but this is how the internet works. You share your story and what you learn, and maybe, just maybe, you'll connect with someone else that's had a similar problem. How many times have you had a problem, Googled it, and you found yourself on Reddit reading all the other people that have the same problem to you, and you're thinking like, oh my God, like I found a group of people that are in the same boat as me. Like, this is refreshing, this is nice, and it makes me feel a bit better that I'm not the only one like this. So I made this video speaking about my problem, and maybe, just maybe, someone else out there has experienced a similar thing, and we can connect, and you know, I can charge them for my coaching and scam them off their money. Joking. For real though, on a serious note, you see, I've transformed my physique, so I know what I'm talking about. And if you want my help and for me to teach you everything, then just book a free call in the description below. No credit card, I'm not going to charge you. Just a free call for us to chat, for me to give you some advice personalized to you, and then we can see if and where we go from there, right? So if you want some free advice from me, just hit the link in the description below or hit me up on Instagram. I don't know about you, but throwing some metal right before a heavy squat session makes you feel like you can conquer the world. I would disagree with the metal part, but I agree with what you're saying. Like, for me, metal is the deadest type of music. I could not listen to metal at all. But certain type of songs would get me hyped up, which again goes back to my point of I'm not a music hater. I'm like one of you guys, bro. I love music in the gym. I love it, yeah. I just don't love when I personally can't perform as well without it over and over and over and over, right? So I love music in the gym too, just not metal though. Metal's dead. I prefer like I'm more of a Young Dolph 100 shots type of guy. Like when the beat finally comes in on that song,
extra large, phones all in the garage.
You wait like 2 minutes for the beat drop, then it drops. So you're like, yeah, man, that's what I was waiting for.
Boy in Brittany, I'm shopping for diamonds at Tiffany.
Man, like Hannah Montana cooked me. He said a lot, but the only part that really matters is, but little bro, maybe you should be a little more concerned with your personal training instead of focusing on filming and making videos. You're just not that big, so the advice just sounds a little hard to believe. But here's what's interesting about this comment, right? Mr. Hannah Montana. You said I should focus on lifting and not making videos. But clearly, my video was good enough, polarizing enough, emotional enough to get you to comment. And people don't usually comment on YouTube videos. Commenting is, like, it happens, but it's not instant reaction like this. Like, people watch a video, that's the most common thing you get, views. Then probably like, because that's quite easy, just click a button. But to comment, like, you actually have to go out your way to comment. So although I should focus on filming and not making videos, I'm quite good at making videos because it got you to comment. And plus, who am I anyway? I'm not some influential figure like Andrew Tate who's changing the world. I'm just a nobody. So we got you to comment on a nobody's video, and you're telling me I shouldn't focus on filming videos. Bro, I'm making videos, yeah? So Mr. Hannah Montana, it worked, yeah? Got you bugging out. So joke's on you. Oh my God, this guy literally took the words out of my mouth because I was literally about to say this. Yeah. So look, I agree with what he says about if you don't use these things, and by these things, right, he gave some examples. He said music, caffeine, or someone yelling at you while you're lifting. These are all stimulants, right? And he said, if you don't use these stimulants, it just means that without them, you've resorted to your baseline performance, right? That I agree with. And my take on music is, if this is your performance, right? Baseline performance, and this is a good level of performance. You're gonna make gains here, everything's good. If you listen to music, it will give you a little bit more performance, right? You'll increase in performance. But the problem I'm proposing now is, if without the music, if you don't drop to baseline, but you drop below performance levels, then there's a problem. And that's what I'm saying, right? If without music, you drop below baseline performance, then you're in trouble. If without music, you drop to baseline performance, then that's fine. That's cool. But if without music, you drop before it, then there's a problem. And not even just music, actually. Let me change the word music for stimulants in general. If without stimulants, your performance goes below baseline, then there's a problem, evidently, right? And this is why people this is why people abstain from caffeine after having caffeine for extended period of time for many milligrams a day, for this exact reason, because they found that they become dependent on it, and without caffeine, their performance is below baseline. So that's just been my follow-up and response, and replying to some of you bums liking on my comments. Yeah, love for the views anyway, though. Fucking bums. Or you're just a number to me. Joking, man. But you know what? This is actually how you got to grow on the tube. Not even just tube, just socials in general. Got to be polarizing. And I found this to be true when every single person I like on social media, when I scroll through their comments, there's always a bit of hate and negativity. And I always thought, like, it's a shame, you know. It's a shame this guy's getting hate because he actually does good content and I really like him. But then I think if he wasn't getting hate, then his content wouldn't be triggering enough. And therefore, I probably wouldn't have discovered him because the algorithm wouldn't have promoted him and whatnot. So, you know what? It's actually glad I'm getting hate because you lot watch the come up, yeah? You lot see, yeah? We'll look back on this video one day and we'll laugh. We'll be like, what? I was getting 5 hate comments and that's it. Maybe a year down the line, I'll be getting 50. You never know. Oh yeah, catch you later in the next video. Love, let me know what you thought. All that good stuff. Yeah, love.